It is hard and you have every right. You come into this comments and be like, thank you. It is hard for me. And you get to say that it's hard and no one's going to talk you out of it.
2 weeks ago, I was crying to my best friend and telling her, like, I'm so defeated. It's never going to happen. I just don't even think that I can do it.
I just feel like I was saving so much more money when I was in a relationship than me being single right now.
2024, all about me and my kids. Point blank, period. I don't have time for no man.
Started posting my hotels because I'm tired. I am tired of these dusty men.
Being single in today's economy is tough, with high living expenses making it harder to get by. Yet some resilient individuals are defying the odds, so if you want to see how some savvy singles are defying the odds, check out this video and please like and subscribe to support the channel. Now let's get back to the video.
You're telling me that a single mom who wants to rent a $2,500 a month rental for her and her kids has to make $7,500 a month just to move in. There's a reoccurring issue in the rental market that I see happening over and over again in all of our community Facebook, rental home groups. As we all know, there's many rental properties on the market right now due to sellers not being able to sell. And these properties are actually priced affordably. However, the requirement that a renter needs to make 3 times the rent in order to move in is just... it's nuts. And because nobody can qualify for that, these rental companies are lowering the prices on their already reasonably priced rentals. And it's like, instead of lowering the price on this already properly priced rental, why not just lower the requirements? I'm all for screening people, background checks, but 3 times the rent required to move in? You're making these rental properties unattainable.
Can we be so real for a second? I will never forgive the older generations for destroying the economy so badly that I can't live out my fantasies of working part-time in like a cafe, bookshop, plant shop, and be able to afford my beautiful little life, okay? Because for me, just me, my bills every single month are like $2,500 to like almost $3,000, just my bills, okay? Now, I'm sure there's a way I could do it, but I might be struggling a little bit. But at this point, anything is better than corporate America. Oh my God. Anyways, if you're someone who works part-time, full-time at like a cafe, cute little bookshop, plant shop, tell me about it. How are you able to afford your life? What does your life look like? Because I am this close. To quitting my corporate job.
Being single in Vancouver is so expensive. So in context, my ex and I broke up like about 4 or 5 months ago. He moved back to Montreal because that's where his work is, and there's no reason for me to move to Montreal. So we decided that it's best for us to take a break. He doesn't want to live in Vancouver. He's also French Canadian. He likes his language a lot, but we're like really good friends. But let me tell you, when we lived together, prices were kind of like half. Like, our rent was split, bills and utilities were split, groceries were split. When we go out, it's either split or we take turns paying. Buying furnitures, buying new things are split, unless it's something that doesn't need to be split. So I've technically been single now for almost half a year. And oh my God, it is so expensive to be single. I mean, it's technically all in perspective because we don't have kids. We don't own a property or anything. But it's almost as if it's more economically wise to be in a relationship in Vancouver than being single in Vancouver. I mean, I feel like that's why most days I don't want to go anywhere, because I am paying so much for this apartment. I will be here and I will make the most of what I'm paying. You want to hang out? In my apartment. You want to have a meeting? In my apartment. Everything and anything in my apartment. Let's make the most of what I'm paying. Again, it's all in perspective. I just feel like I was saving so much more money when I was in a relationship than me being single right now. Like, I feel like I need to start making mukbang videos or some ASMR videos just to get that YouTube money rolling in, or maybe get that sexy website going. No, I'm kidding. So for everyone who's single out there, whew.
The night before school, I packed 2 lunch bags for both of my kids. I have to at least be in bed by 11:30 the latest. I get up every morning at 6:15 to make sure that my oldest daughter is on her school bus by 7 or 7:10 in the morning. After that, I come back upstairs and get my youngest daughter ready for school. She has to be to school at 8:30. Yes, they go to 2 different schools. Before they get out of school, I have to handle all my business. While handling said business, it seems like school flies by so fucking fast. So I don't get a chance to get no type of rest. They come home, I have to make sure this house is clean. I have to cook dinner and do it all over again the next day. And yes, I pay all the bills. I pay the rent. I pay the light bill. I pay the gas bill. I buy the food. So no, you can't have my number. I don't want to talk. I don't have time to kick it. Half the time, I'll be too tired to even converse with people. Every time I gave somebody this experience, they showed me why I should just stay to myself and focus on me and my kids. 2024, all about me and my kids. Point blank, period. I don't have time for no man and his drama that he come with. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm about to be 30. I'm good.
Well, Latinos still have second families and will continue to have second families, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why, right? First of all, black men and white men in America, y'all gotta take notes. Do not allow inflation to rob you of your God-given right to have a second family that nobody know about, right? This is what you gotta do. Inflation robbed you of your buying power. I'm sorry, dollar ain't worth nothing in America no more, right? So what you gotta do is, right, you gotta go to your nearest airport, you gotta get on a plane, right, and you gotta take that plane and land in a third world country. Get something close, not too far. Go to the DR. It's like going to Florida. Extra 45 minutes. That's what we do. Or go to Mexico if you want. If you want to do that. Mexico's too close. Once you land in the third world, man, inflation don't mean a thing, man, because the dollar's strong out there, man. As soon as that dollar touches down, man, sticks his chest on its chin up like, I'm here, the dollar's here, man. I could take on 55 of you, man. It's like 55 pesos in the Dominican Republic for $1 American dollar, bro. What's today? Oh, man, I'm late on my payment, man. I forgot to send her $5, man. I'm sure this day she's going to be mad. I'm going to send her $6 this month because I'm a good man.
Okay, I'm glad more single people are talking about this, because just because we've worked on ourselves and just because we're content with our lives doesn't mean we don't want someone. Because I'm 22 and I've never had a boyfriend, and I just want to be loved once. Like, just once. I just want to feel it, you know? Like, it's so embarrassing to say out loud, but like, I have worked on myself, right? I know I'm young and I'm 22 and I have a lot more work to do, but I'm literally like, I have a master's, I have a full-time job that I'm quite happy in. Yeah, I live at home, but I also lived by myself for 1.5 years, and I'm very content. I have hobbies, I'm learning new things, I'm doing more courses, like, I'm very happy with myself. I have great friends, I invest in my friends, I invest in myself, I take myself out on dates, content. But also, I want someone. And I don't understand, every time I say that, all I get is like, work on yourself. Like, it'll happen when you least expect it. Work on yourself. Like, I have been. Like, what do you think I've been doing? Like, obviously.
One of the things that single child-free people really want is just the validation and someone to hold the space for them when they say, this is fucking hard. Yes, I know that having kids is hard and being a single mom is hard. Of course it is. That's why we don't want to fucking do it. But every time we try to share that this is really hard to do all of this shit alone and to do life alone in this economy, it just gets like hijacked by the moms who are like, being a single mom is hard. Of course it is. But so is ours. And all we want is just the space and ability to be like, hey, it's really difficult to do this shit alone. Let me just move my penis mic for a second. I liked pink and I thought it was cool, but then I got it and I'm like, it looks like a penis. So let me just move that out of the way. I was sitting on my couch in my apartment that I live in by myself, and I'm fully aware that I could get a roommate, but I'm 43 years old and I kind of don't want that, and I just want to live by myself. So I was sitting on my couch thinking about, oh, I wonder when I get into a relationship, like, would he move in here? I'm not even actively dating, so I don't know why this popped into my head. But I was like, oh, would he move in here? And I'm like, no, there's not enough closet space. So we would have to upgrade into a 2-bedroom. And then I was like, oh, 2 bedrooms are more expensive. Yeah, but when you're splitting the rent with somebody, like, it's only going to be what, like $300-400 more than what I'm paying for a 1-bedroom by myself. So if we do the math, as a single person, I am paying like $1,000 more a month just to exist in my apartment that I don't share and split the rent for with anybody. I would actually be saving money moving in with someone and upgrading to a more expensive 2-bedroom apartment. Imagine what I would do with an extra $1,000 a month. So I'm covering the costs of just like life in and of itself, an apartment, all of the bills. I'm doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the grocery shopping. If shit goes wrong with my car, guess who's got to bring it to the dealership? Me. Guess whose credit card that shit goes on? Mine. And yes, I am fully aware that these are all choices. Everything is always a choice, right? Like getting married to some dusty ass dude just so you can be like financially comfortable is also a choice. That is not a choice that I am willing to make, and I am fully okay with my life, and it is hard Just like choose your hard. This is like choose your own adventure. It's okay that it's hard. It's okay that I'm not willing to sacrifice other things. And I just need a moment to say that, yo, this is fucking hard. So all we want is just a fucking moment of carrying all of this by themselves, and you're doing it alone. And there's nobody to tuck you in at night and be like, hey, good job, champ, or I love you, or oh, baby, let me rub your feet. There's none of that. You're just out here doing it alone all day, every day. And I see you. To my single child free people, I see you. It is hard, and you have every right. You come into this comments and be like, thank you. It is hard for me. And you get to say that it's hard, and no one's going to talk you out of it. I will not hijack the situation, and I'm not trying to win, or nobody's really trying to win like the struggle Olympics. It's okay that you get to speak and that it's hard. All right, so that's my piece. Single child free people, see you, love you, and stick around. Make sure you like, follow, save, and share.